You know, coming into tonight, it's looking dangerous. You got no Marner, no Sandin, no Spezza. No problem. No problem, Danny Seymour, right? Let's go, baby. First time chat from you. Welcome, welcome. You came to the right place, man. All those missing Leafs, no problem. No problem, says Toronto, you know? That is how you win a game with class, guys, with class. Because even though the score ended up being 5-4, we all know that was really a 5-2 game. That was really more of a 5-2 game. Or I could even say perhaps a 6-3 game if you think about it, all right? The Leafs were dominating in all categories. They were running amok, okay? But they never got chippy. You see that? You see how it never got chippy? Because when you're dominating a team on the scoreboard and in the shots and stuff like that, okay, you let them sink themselves. That's what winners do. Why get them mad? Why get them mad? Why give them hope? Why give them something to fight back against? Let them drown themselves, right? This is how you do it. This is how winning is done, says Rocky Balboa, right? This is what you want to see from a championship, perhaps, level team, an elite level team. Okay, you go ahead and the score, let them drown themselves. You just keep sticking to what you're doing. You keep your nose clean. You stay out of trouble, and you just keep plowing ahead. No reason for feistiness. No reason for disrespect. Okay, no reason to try and make the Columbus Blue Jackets feel stupid. No reason for it. So they don't, right? At one point, I swear you could see, it was when it was 5-2, okay? Still, no, 5-3. I think it was 5-3. It's down in the opposing zone. Net is pulled. Puck comes to Austin Matthews from a sharp angle. He's got a chance, and he is Austin Matthews. He could try and score that right there. He could try and score that. But if you watch, he hesitates. He holds it for a second instead, eats up another second or two off the clock, and then decides to safely put it behind their net. Because there's guys trying to block the shot. If he misses and it catches a rebound, goes the other way, now all of a sudden you got a huge rush on your hands that you don't want to have with momentum building and everything, right? You don't want a team that's down by 2 have any hope whatsoever. So he kills time. He doesn't try and take the risky chance of trying to make the shot, but if you miss, it's bad. Instead, he plays it safe. He dumps it behind the net. That wasn't a missed shot. He put it there, man. He put it there. Because he's got class, man. You only have to win by 1. You're up by 2, and there was a little bit of time left on the clock. Right? Don't make a stupid play so that you can have a hat trick. Right? Don't make a ridiculous play so that you can have a hat trick. And he didn't. He did the right thing. Because that is how it's done. All right? There you go. McPhail Brady says, what's up with that? It's silly season, absolutely, right? So that's how it's done, guys. You see? I thought that's exactly how you should do it. That's exactly how you should handle it. They score one with less than a second left to make it 5-4. Who cares? Who cares, man? You take your win. No injuries, no suspensions, no need for just stupidity, all right? Take your win and go on home. That's how you do it. Night in, night out as many times as you can, right? Right? Right. Now, as far as the Leafs play is concerned, yeah, I mean, there was some soft D at times. Some of those goals, you don't want to see go in because you're like, they're either letting the Columbus guys get behind them on the rush, right? So they need to either be faster or recognize that they are beat sooner so that they can cover for that gap in speed, right? It's really big in defense. You got to know when you're beat so that you can turn around and start heading towards your net. And there's times that, even at my level, when you're playing beer league stuff, right? Where that guy's a faster skater than you. You know it. So if they get a break in a one-on-one against you, you have to turn and start going towards the net sooner than you would other players because they got you beat dead to rights. You know it. So you might as well hustle back and try and beat them to the net. The Leafs didn't do that at times, right? Cost them at least 1 goal for doing that. So there's stuff that you gotta tune. You always gotta adjust, fine tune as you get towards the playoffs. But you keep moving forward. You keep racking up the W's, right? So that they don't get away from you in the end, right? Right. And with you got a guy like Campbell in net making huge glove saves. He's a beauty. Right? Campbell's a beauty, and then that's it. If he's a beauty, you have a chance at winning, right? When he plays like a beauty, you have a chance at winning any night. And that's something that the Leafs have been craving for a while. Bless Freddie Anderson. I know he did his best, and at times he has been that. And maybe it's only at times for Jack Campbell too. I don't know. But right now, it's one of those times. And I'm really happy he's here. He's putting up the big saves when you need him to. Oh, and then you got Bunting with that pass through his own legs and through the Columbus defender's legs, for the old nutmeg there. It's a basketball term, but I saw, I think it was TSN or something, or Sportsnet threw that into one of their comments. I was like, yeah, we could steal that. That's true. He did pass it to his opponent's legs as well. Well, nutmeg pass there over to Matthews. That was a thing of beauty, man. That was a thing of beauty. That's something that if you did that in the video game, people would be like, this game is so broken. This game is so stupid. EA should fix their sport. That stuff never happens in real life. Nobody would ever try that, right? Yeah, well, Bunting did, and it worked, and they scored. So, yeah, people do try stuff like that when you're that good. All right? So, extra thumbs up there to EA Sports for making a game where you can do stuff like that, and it's possible. As Leslie setting off all kinds of sound alerts and stuff there. And feel free to cut in with your own sound effects there. Set them off if you want, guys, anytime you want, right? Oh, man. But yeah, what a game, though. What a game. So, I don't get where a bar down was coming from earlier, right? I don't know if you guys saw this, but on the bar down Instagram page, right, they showed like 3 still frames where the Leafs kind of had a lapse in judgment on a power play and gave up a shot when there's like no Leafs around. There was no goal, though. There was no goal that came out of that. I don't think that was the play. Am I wrong? And they were winning. They were winning the whole game. This is how desperate Bar Down has to get to try and throw a shot at the Maple Leafs? Why? I swear, isn't 2 or 3 of their main guys like huge Leafs fans?
Good run, Randy.
I don't know where that came from, but I was like, really? That's how far of a stretch you gotta go? Come on. You're TSN, first of all. You're related to TSN. You can't even use a video clip? You gotta throw up still frames? Come on. You can do better, Bar Down. I know you can. That's why I follow you, all right? You usually do good stuff. Don't let me down again, all right? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Bar Down. To borrow some of that Leafs fan mentality, right? Prove me wrong, Bar Down. Make better content. I don't know. I usually love their stuff. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm saying this. I'm just calling them out because they usually do a lot better than that. Don't get sloppy on me, Bar Down. But that's it for all I'm saying about the game. The Spezza suspension. Okay, before we go, the suspension. So 6 games for Spezza, right? Now they get Pionk for what, 2, 3? I think it was 3, 2, I don't know. But I didn't think Pionk was going to get anything. So the fact that they gave him something, Leafs fans, we got to take that as a win. All right, the fact that they gave Pionk anything, we should take that as a win, right? I wish it wasn't so long for Spezza, but they'll make do. They'll figure out a way, all right? And Spezza knows what he did. He knows it was a risk when he did it. I don't think he was trying to hurt the guy in terms of like trying to put a knee to his head. But it's a reckless play because he overcommits. And what I mean by that is he's decided as soon as he saw that it was Pionk that was holding the puck that he was going to pop him. Further back than he should have made that mental commitment. So by the time he starts charging in for the hit, okay, body's already fallen down to his knees, outstretched to try and bat away the puck. He's allowed to do that. It's up to Spezza not to hit him in the head. He's allowed to outstretch for a puck. It doesn't mean that you deserve getting a knee to the head. But I swear, if you look at Spezza, he's coming in with the shoulder, so he's just behind mentally in the play, and it wouldn't have happened had he not mentally committed way too soon. But he saw Pionk, he went red. It is what it is, right? It could have been not a suspension, but it also could have been 20 games. Like, it's one of those ones that, like, it really depends on what they feel like on the particular day, right? Because you got that hit, and then later on in the same game, when the Jets pop Wall right in the head, he's outstretched trying to get a puck too, and he's the goalie. And yet the Jets just totally pop him in the head with the knee, and nobody brought that up. Not in any of the coverage afterwards. It was always about the first hit and then the Spezza hit. The first hit and then the Spezza hit. Nobody brought up the hit on Wall but me, I swear. Knee to the head right there. Totally could have avoided it. They're up 6-3 at the time. Again, we're talking about class. They didn't need to go for a 7th goal at the time, so why are they charging at the goalie? Even if they are just trying to kick loose a rebound or something like that, there was no need. It was reckless and it was stupid. But that hit didn't get talked about by anyone but me. So, I don't know. That's why I say that one was completely nothing. So Spezza could have been nothing either. I don't know. Who knows with these guys, what they're thinking when it comes to the suspensions and everything. You just got to kind of look at it and go, do we get something out of this? You know what I mean? Did the Jets get away with everything? No, they did not. Pionk still catches a suspension as well. So they got to give Spezza more than him, because you could argue that Pionk was accidental completely, that he was not trying to hurt anybody at all. That he was not even trying to hit anybody, that he just kind of panicked and put his knee out. Man, I've done that move. I've done that move once or twice as a kid. It's instinct sometimes to just kind of turn your body and stick out a knee because you're trying to do the little kid thing of like sticking out a leg to try and make a save, right? Now it's a dirty play. And I was guilty of that. And I had to learn as a kid. Thankfully, we're so small that we're not really doing damage to each other. But I had to learn from my coaches telling me, hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. And me going, my bad. Like I didn't know. I didn't even know I was doing that. I'm so sorry. And, you know, and having to own that mistake. So that's what Spezza will do. Spezza will own the mistake. He's a man. He knows what's up. He's an adult. He's not a little child. He knows what's going on. I'm sure he'll gladly take his suspension too, because he probably thinks it's pretty fair. You know, at least Pionk got something. That's all I'm saying about that. So, but that's my opinions on the suspension. That's my opinions on the game and everything. You know, they'll hold it down now until we get Spezza back. You know that. Let's get all these boys back, man. This is why you rack up the wins when you can, because you're gonna have these stretches where your players are all gone. Right, but with Matthews still going on his goal streak, multiple goal streak even too, like certain nights, multiple goals in one night. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So as long as he keeps firing away, as long as Campbell stands tall, and everybody else does their part as well. You got Richie chipping in for goals now too. I mean, literally, this team is just backing each other up, and as long as they keep doing that, they're going to be fine. You know, they're going to take some L's that they might not normally take with these guys missing, but that's okay. Just stay positive, stay playing your game. They're going to do just fine. They're going to do just fine. And we're going to do just fine too, right? I want to get into this chat now. I've been ranting a little too long, and hopefully everybody didn't tune me out and find cooler channels to watch by now. But I appreciate that you always let me rant a little bit first. But now I want to get into your chat comments, all right? I want to see what's going on. See what I missed, because I don't see everything, right? Let me know, all right? Let's go.